Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas with Daisy and Christy, the music edition. Today we are working with the classic Christmas song, White Christmas. And I was excited for this one. I have kind of been hoarding this piece of pattern paper from Pink Fresh Studio for a little while. I knew I wanted to do something with some fussy cutting of it. I didn't know where I was going to take it. But when I saw the prompt here, and we don't get white Christmases here, it's rainy Christmases, but we don't get white Christmases. So I had to decide how to make this work. And I had these selfies that I took with my oldest. These are from last year. And I remember him talking about how it was pretty cold. And he's like, maybe it'll snow for Christmas. And so I took that kind of quote from him and turned that into my title, along with just the fact that it was cold, and kind of blended that all together to work with the theme for today. So I also have that photo when it actually snowed. I was going to cheat a little bit. That photo was taken in like January or February, but I decided not to use it. I couldn't make it work, and you'll see why in a moment. But I'm going to just start by simply doing the fussy cutting. And yes, this takes a minute. There's little tiny dots at the end of each one of them, and I do cut those away. I was not going to try and fussy cut around that. And I also decided that after I fussy cut that all out, a nice little strip of that ice blue that is on the back side, right, the B side of the pattern paper, would look really nice and just kind of have a nice tie into everything. So there you have it. That's kind of my idea here. Now, I want to do something. I can't have this gorgeous piece of pattern paper white on a white piece of cardstock. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media in the icy type of blue, make it still look like snow. Nothing too crazy, but I want to do something. I simply just take my pencil and trace around where it's lining up. This just kind of gives me an idea of where to place the mixed media and not kind of go too far. I didn't want it to cover the entire page, so I didn't want it to go too far down. And when you cover it with gesso, the pencil marks almost kind of go away anyways, so it's not a huge deal. There you can see the little pencil marks. Go ahead and grab, I lied. I might not have even used gesso on this one. Oh, I do. Okay. I did this a little while ago. So just a tiny little bit of gesso. I use my fingers. I don't mind getting messy. It doesn't bother me. Let that dry. Come back. I end up just spraying it. I was trying to do the mixed, packaging technique. But I don't have a lot of that blue left. I need to get some more. And so I just sprayed it. But then when I put the packaging on it, it almost ruined it. So I played for a minute. So I go and I grab the teal as well, and I just kind of play until I'm happy with how it looks. And I do finally find and Mr. Barrett there, you saw his little hand. He's trying to help me. I also grabbed a little bit of water, and just a little bit to kind of help mix the two colors together. And then I place the piece of pattern paper that I fussy cut back on. I'm going to cut off the two snowflakes that are going to be covered up with my photo so I can add them somewhere else. I didn't want them to get covered up. And then I'm just going to line up these photos, kind of a wonky little line, and they're just going to get placed there. No really rhyme or reason to it. I just liked how that looked. I did have a couple snowflakes from my little container of Christmas stuff, and I'm going to use that, the word burr, and these two cute little birds. I felt like they worked. I know they're wearing pink, but I felt like they worked to represent Jackson and myself. And then, like I said, I wanted to use what he had said to me as my title, so I just used, "Hey Mom, maybe we will have snow for Christmas." And that's basically what he said to me, and I'm just gonna make that work as my title. And you see the theme kind of appear, and it's there, and it's cute, and a pretty basic layout, which sometimes I enjoy. I find them sometimes my favorite because there's not a whole lot to them, so you do tend to focus on the photos or the story or the point behind the photos, that sort of thing. And that's kind of what this layout is all about. So really pleased with how this turned out. I wanted to add a few more snowflakes too. So like I said, I cut off those two so that didn't get covered from my photo. And I'm going to place those ones around my title so that it looks like the snowflakes are falling down onto the ground. The only thing I'm really struggling with after I get my title and everything on is it's a little blank down at the bottom. It definitely needs something. I just really didn't know what to do without making it boxy. Like adding a bit of pattern paper there would really cut it off, and I didn't like that look. So I didn't know, and I left it for the longest time. What I end up finding worked best though is I've got a tiny little bit of tulle, like it's ribbon, I guess, but it's see-through. It's like that tulle looking stuff, and it's in pink, which kind of ties in with the fact that I've got pops of pink going on, and I'm just going to place that down at the bottom. And then I used some of these gold snowflakes that were in the same font for the word hey and Christmas, and I just tie everything all in together, and I'm really, really pleased with how it all turned out. So please make sure you head on over, check out what Daisy has done today for this theme. I do think it's our last winter theme. The last two or three projects, I believe, are all actual Christmas. I'm doing air quotes here, but Christmas theme songs. So we got a couple of winter ones in as well. We like to have a little bit of a mix there. And yeah, it's fun. We're almost done. So here's a look at my finished layout, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.